Öhlins suspension, Brembo Stylma brakes, lightweight alloy wheels, and an advanced TFT display that feels more like the cockpit of a fighter jet than a motorcycle. Every piece has been chosen with purpose, and every part plays its role in the pursuit of perfection. But numbers and technology are not the full story. The Panigale V4 is not about statistics. It's about the feeling, the rush of adrenaline as you launch from a standstill, the way the wind tears around you as the bike surges forward, faster, harder, demanding more. The lean into a corner when time seems to slow, and the bike feels glued to the asphalt, precise, fearless, unstoppable. Riding the Panigale V4 is not like riding an ordinary motorcycle. It is an experience that transforms you. It challenges you. It pushes you to become a better rider. It whispers in your ear, "Go faster, lean harder, trust me." And when you do, it rewards you with sensations no other machine can deliver. This motorcycle is not an accident. It is the result of decades of racing history. Ducati's victories on the track, their relentless pursuit of excellence, their refusal to compromise, all of it lives within the Panigale V4. It is more than a bike. It is the living embodiment of Ducati's philosophy: performance without limits, beauty without equal, passion without compromise. So when you see it, when you hear it, when you feel it, you understand. The Ducati Panigale V4 is not just metal, rubber, and fuel. It is a vision of what riding can be. A perfect marriage of man and machine. A motorcycle that doesn't just carry you down the road. It carries you into a world where speed becomes poetry, where adrenaline becomes art, and where passion burns brighter than fear. This is more than a superbike. This is the Ducati Panigale V4. Pure power, pure precision, pure Ducati.
The Ducati Panigale V4 is not just a motorcycle. It is a weapon of speed, of precision, of dominance. Every angle of its design speaks the language of aggression. Its stance is not passive, it is predatory, waiting, ready, daring anyone who challenges it. When you stand before it, you don't just see a machine. You feel the silent tension of a beast prepared to strike. This weapon was not born in silence. It carries within it the echo of the racetrack, the bloodline of MotoGP. The Desmosedici Stradale engine is more than machinery. It is Ducati's beating heart transplanted into a road bike. Twist the throttle, and you unleash a force that is at once violent and precise. It's the kind of power that does not ask for permission. It demands control, demands respect. The Panigale V4 is a weapon that does not forgive recklessness, but it rewards mastery. It demands that you rise to its level. Every rider who climbs onto its saddle enters into a test, a trial by fire. You do not tame this machine. You learn to wield it. Each shift of the gearbox is like chambering a round. Each squeeze of the throttle is pulling the trigger. And when the engine roars, it feels like launching a missile across the horizon. But what makes it more than just brute force is its intelligence. This is not a weapon of chaos, but of precision. Ducati has equipped it with one of the most advanced electronic systems in the world. Cornering ABS, traction control, slide control, engine braking management, all of it working in harmony, shaping raw fury into controllable perfection. It is like holding a blade so sharp it could cut through air, yet balanced so finely that it feels like an extension of your own arm. Riding the Panigale V4 is not simply travel, it is transformation. The vibration beneath your body feels like a second heartbeat. The exhaust note becomes a war cry echoing through every tunnel, every mountain pass, every stretch of open road. The speed is overwhelming, but in that speed there is clarity. The world blurs, but your focus sharpens. Fear fades, and in its place comes exhilaration, purity, and freedom. Every rider who takes command of this machine understands something profound. This is not a motorcycle that simply carries you. It is a partner in battle, a weapon that bonds itself to its warrior. The grip of the handlebars, the press of your knees into the tank, the lean of your body into the turn, all of it merges into one seamless motion. You are no longer separate. You are fused, man and machine, warrior and blade. This is the essence of Ducati, a company that has never been content with building transportation. They build experiences, they build emotion, they build weapons for those who are bold enough to wield them. And the Panigale V4 is their sharpest, most perfected creation yet. So when you see it, when you hear it, when you ride it, you understand, this is not a toy. This is not for the timid. This is not for those who are satisfied with average. This is a weapon built for warriors of the road, dreamers of speed, lovers of precision. It is Ducati's challenge to the world. The Ducati Panigale V4 does not wait. It does not compromise. It does not bow. It only moves forward. Faster, louder, sharper, stronger. For those who dare to master it, it becomes more than a machine. It becomes your blade. It becomes your voice. It becomes your freedom. The road is endless. The battlefield is open. And the Panigale V4 is ready. The question is not whether the bike is prepared. The question is, are you? The Ducati Panigale V4 is not a creation that belongs only to roads or tracks. It belongs to dreams. It belongs to that secret place in every rider's heart, where freedom burns like fire, and the hunger for speed never dies. When you see it standing still, gleaming beneath the sun or waiting in the shadows, it feels less like a machine and more like a living entity, a predator at rest, breathing slowly, waiting for the moment to awaken. Climb onto it, and the world changes. The hum of the engine at idle is not background noise. It is a pulse steady and low, as if the bike itself is alive and whispering to you. Are you ready? The moment you twist the throttle, that whisper becomes a scream. The surge of acceleration is not gentle. It is violent, raw, undeniable, like being shot forward from the barrel of a cannon. And yet within that violence there is grace. Every part of the Panigale V4 is tuned to transform chaos into beauty. Lean into a curve, and it obeys with elegance. Brake hard, and it digs into the road with unshakable confidence. The weight shifts beneath you like a dance partner who knows your every move before you do. It does not hesitate. It does not falter. It flows. And in that flow, you find something that no ordinary machine can give you. A sense of absolute union between mind, body, and machine. But the Panigale V4 is not just about the ride. It is about what it awakens in the rider. It teaches discipline, demands courage. It rewards focus. On this bike, distractions fall away. There is no room for fear, no room for hesitation. Only instinct, only precision, only the road ahead. For in the presence of such power, your spirit sharpens. You rise above the noise of daily life and step into a world where only truth remains. The truth of speed, the truth of freedom, the truth of who you are when nothing holds you back. This motorcycle is a mirror. It reflects the rider's soul. If you are timid, it will expose it. If you are reckless, it will punish you. But if you are determined, if you are bold, if you respect the weapon you hold in your hands, it will reveal your strength. It will show you what it means to conquer not only the road, but yourself. And that is the true gift of the Panigale V4. It is not merely horsepower or design or technology. It is transformation. The kind that cannot be measured in numbers but only in moments. The moment you lean so deep into a turn that the world tilts with you. The moment the engine's roar drowns out every thought. The moment you realize you are no longer riding a motorcycle. You are flying without wings. Every detail, every curve, every line of this Ducati exists for that single purpose. To lift the rider out of the ordinary and into the extraordinary. To take what is human and merge it with what is mechanical, until the two are indistinguishable. Until you are not man or machine, but something greater. The Ducati Panigale V4 is not built for everyone. It is built for the few who understand that greatness is not comfortable, that mastery is not easy, that freedom always comes at a price. For those few, this is not simply transportation. This is destiny on two wheels. So when the sun sets and the road stretches out before you, when the shadows lengthen and the air grows heavy, there is a silence that comes before the storm. You press the ignition. The beast awakens. The world holds its breath. And then thunder, fire, speed. The Panigale V4 roars into life, carrying you not just forward but beyond. Beyond fear, beyond hesitation, beyond limits, because this bike was never meant to be ordinary. It was meant to be legendary. This is the Ducati Panigale V4. Not just a machine, not just a weapon, but a force, a vision, a symphony of power and beauty. Built to remind the world what happens when man dares to chase perfection. And in the end, It is not the bike that becomes part of your story. It is you who becomes part of its legend. The Ducati Panigale V4 is more than engineering and design. It is an idea made flesh. An idea that speed can be beautiful. That power can be poetic. That man and machine can move together as if they were one soul. When you look at it, you do not just see fairings, wheels, or metal. You see purpose. You see a dream that has been sculpted, refined, perfected, until it became something that could carry fire on two wheels. Every part of it tells a story. The fairings speak of wind and air, of how the currents must bend and twist to make way for its fury. The engine tells a tale of fire and thunder, of explosions controlled with the precision of a surgeon's hand. The suspension, the brakes, the electronics, they are guardians holding back the chaos just enough so that the rider may taste the storm without being consumed by it. It is not a forgiving machine. It does not flatter weakness. It does not hide mistakes. On the Panigale V4, the truth of your riding is revealed. If you are careless, it will punish you. If you are cautious, it will taunt you. But if you are bold, if you give yourself completely to the ride, it will open a door into a world where every sense is heightened, every moment is alive, and every heartbeat pounds in rhythm with the pistons. There are times when you ride it that you feel as though the world cannot keep up. Cars blur into shadows, the road stretches endlessly, and even the sky feels closer than it should. You are no longer confined to earth. You are flying, not with wings, but with courage and control. The sound behind you is not just exhaust. It is thunder rolling across the horizon. It is the voice of the storm, and you are riding at its very center. But there is another side to this machine, a side that only those who truly listen can feel. It is not only aggression, it is not only fire. It has elegance, balance, and an artistry that humbles even the most hardened rider. When the bike rests, silent and still, it almost feels sacred, as though it is a weapon laid upon an altar, waiting for the one who dares to claim it. And when you claim it, it claims you in return. Do not own the Panigale V4. It owns a piece of you. Long after the engine has gone silent, long after the ride is over, its memory lingers. The roar still echoes in your ears. The lean of the corner still lives in your muscles. The rush of speed still burns in your chest. It is a ghost that never leaves, a fire that never dies. This is why the Ducati Panigale V4 is not like any other machine, because it transcends the role of motorcycle. It becomes part of your life, part of your story. Every time you start it, every time you ride it, you are not just covering distance. You are writing another chapter of a legend that began on racetracks but continues on every road where a rider dares to unleash it. And perhaps that is the secret of its greatness. Not that it is the fastest, though it is. Not that it is the most beautiful, though it certainly is. Its true greatness lies in the way it transforms those who ride it. It sharpens them. It strengthens them. It awakens them to a truth they might never have discovered without it. That life itself is meant to be lived with passion, with courage, with fire. The Ducati Panigale V4 does not merely transport you. It transforms you. And in that transformation, it gives you something no one can take away. A taste of freedom, a vision of perfection, a moment when you are no longer bound by limits, but lifted into something far greater. So when the road calls and the horizon burns with the promise of the unknown, there is only one answer. You do not hesitate. You do not look back. You ignite the engine, you grip the bars, and you unleash the weapon. The Ducati Panigale V4. Not just a motorcycle, not just a weapon, but a legend.